Welcome to Nasdaq TradeTalks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. We're coming to you live from Barcelona at SmartCon 2023 by Chainlink. Joining me for this segment, we have Kemal El Moujahid. He's the Chief Product Officer of Chainlink Labs to discuss substantial product releases and product updates for the Chainlink platform. Kemal, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to TradeTalks.
Thank you.
So we're you got it. We're at your annual conference this year in Barcelona, and you've just announced several substantial product releases and product updates for the Chainlink platform. Can you share some of that with us?
Sure. So Chainlink is creating a platform for connecting Web 2 and Web 3 in three pillars: data, cross-chain, and compute. So in data, we released our brand new data streams product, which is low latency oracles targeted at the derivatives market. In cross-chain, we shared our progress on CCIP with all the POCs with Swift and 12 of the largest financial institutions in the world. Now 80 other projects in DeFi are integrated with CCIP on seven different chains. And then in compute, we released Automation 2.0, which is 10xing the computational capacity for developers. And then functions, which allows any smart contract to connect to any API that you can think about, like ChatGPT.
In your product keynote, you mentioned that you're building a world powered by smart contracts. It's a multi-trillion-dollar opportunity. Can you give us more insight into that?
Sure. So what smart contracts or Web3 allow you to do as a developer is to build an application that's verifiable. So for consumers, what that means is that you truly own your assets or your data. So let's take, for example, the financial industry. What that means is tokenization. Tokenization is obviously a huge deal for the financial industry because assets on-chain are more valuable and they're easier to transact. So the whole sector is moving towards putting assets on-chain, and for that, they need to be able to connect their legacy system with on-chain systems.
Well, it's interesting you say that because the largest institutions and brands in the world are looking to adopt blockchain technology. What are the biggest challenges currently preventing them to do that?
Great question. So if you look at the world of on-chain, there are just multiple chains, right? And the number of chains just keeps increasing. And so when you're a financial institution, you're looking at this landscape, it's really hard for you to think about it, well, how am I going to integrate with all these chains? What you need is a single abstraction layer that allows you to say, okay, well, I'm interacting with this abstraction layer, and that will be the middleware, if you will, to connect with all these chains where my assets are. And this is what Chainlink CCIP is providing.
Let's talk more about that. How can the Chainlink platform support all of these institutions and brands that want to get involved with the technology and all the moving parts with infrastructure related to on-chain?
Yeah, so one of the biggest misconceptions is that you have to start from scratch. And actually with Chainlink you don't. You can use your legacy system, you don't have to throw it away. You can use your legacy system and then use Chainlink to connect the most important parts on-chain. And this is how we're seeing all the major transition happen. This is how mobile and the cloud and now AI has become mass market, and how we believe Web3 is going to become mass market by integrating those principles into existing infrastructure. And we're seeing that every business is going to have a Web3 strategy.
All right, Kemal, we appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks.
Thank you.
And thanks for joining me from Barcelona. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.